things that you can eat if you're considering becoming a vegan or you just want to try it. But these are substitutes that I eat on a regular basis because they are very satisfying to me and they taste fantastic. So let's get into it. So the brand that I like to eat my cheese from is Miyokos. I've tried Daya, I didn't like it. I've tried the other brands and to me it just is not satisfying. Anyways, Miyokos, they make spreads, they make butter, but the main thing that I use quite often is this Italian mozzarella cheese. I love it. I put it in my spaghetti, I put it in my curries, I put it in everything. I've yet to put it on pizza, but it does bubble. I actually used it on a puff pastry. So Miyokos, they make spreads. I eat this on a daily with crackers and I don't feel guilty. You can also make your own cheese spread if you like. You can use cashews as a base. You just put the cashews in a blender, you add lemon and you add salt. And it's been a while since I've done that. It's a lot of work and I am lazy when it comes to cooking. So yeah, anyways. Good luck with that. You'll find tons of recipes online if that's what you want to do. Also, Sweet Earth, they make a bacon. Now the bacon reminds me more of roast beef or pastrami. I don't know, it's been 5-6 years since I've had meat, but that's what it reminds me of. It doesn't have the consistency of bacon. It's not crispy or crunchy. It's fantastic. I love it. It tastes great. You can put on anything that you want to put meat on. For sauces, you can make sauces from scratch or you can just take the easy route. So for curries, there's a yellow curry and there's a green curry by Yai Thai's. I love using this as a base in my recipes. I'll add like a whole onion and maybe 6 cloves of garlic and then a ton, like a pound of vegetables whenever I cook with this curry. So I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but this is the line. It's by Kaimal. I'm sure you can get it at Whole Foods. I get it from Sprouts. They do sell it at Target. But there's 6 different flavors, as you can see here. I'm going to put up for you on the screen. And 2 of them use buttermilk, but the other ones here use coconut milk as their base. So I love it. They're like super delicious to me. You can also like spice it up with like chilies or whatever it is that you want. So it's by Kaimal, and there's about 3 different flavors that I like to use. I do add in onions, I add in garlic, I'll add some chili peppers. I put in a pound of different vegetables, so sometimes that's cabbage, it's broccoli, or whatever it is. So nice and healthy, and I can eat as much as I want, so I feel satisfied, but I don't feel guilty eating it. Okay, there are options. If you want like a pulled pork barbecue sandwich, you can use this jackfruit. Now all it is jackfruit, and once you put it in the pan and you tear it up, add some barbecue sauce. To me, it's completely satisfying. You can put it on tortilla or you can put it on bread if you want. I try to avoid bread when I can, but it tastes really good and the consistency is awesome. So if you guys are looking for ground beef and you want to make your own patties or you want to make spaghetti, I made spaghetti and meatballs the other day. It was lovely. My daughter loved it. It was delicious. But you can get this veggie ground and you can get it anywhere. Oh yes, and when it comes to baking, you don't have to use eggs. You can use applesauce, bananas, or even chia seeds. When you let the chia seeds sit in water and you let it sit for about 10 minutes, it becomes this gooey consistency, almost like egg whites. And I want to tell you, when you make desserts, the applesauce, it makes everything more moist, and so does with the bananas. It makes it more moist, maybe not as fluffy, but I just feel better eating it. Yeah, for milk, so there's almond milk, there's coconut milk, and if you don't like coconuts, I know some people don't like coconut, there's also macadamia milk, and I like it. It's more rich, but it tastes delicious. I like to have it with my cereals in the morning. These are the tortillas that I use. They're by Cabo chips, but they're fantastic because if you can see, you can cook it like a normal tortilla. So I like to put the oven on broil because I'm lazy and I like everything to cook as soon and as quickly as possible. But if you want, you can eat the tortilla and you can make it crunchy and flat and you can turn it into a little mini pizza. Or if you want, you can see that it puffs up into like a little bubble, and once it cooks, once it gets a little more stiff, you can just pop the middle and then you can use it as a tostada. So there's different things that you can make with these tortillas. I love them. They're very versatile. Sometimes I use them for the pulled pork if I don't want to use bread, or you can just use them as chips if you want to put them in there, and then when they're done, just like rip them up and put some salt on there, whatever the hell you want. Or if you want to get a little fancy, you could use some puff pastry. Now there are puff pastry brands out there. Pepperidge Farm is vegan, or you can make your own puff pastry if you're feeling motivated. I am not. I am super lazy. So this is the puff pastry brand that I use. I know it has butter, I know it has eggs, but I don't care. It's easy, like I told you. So for me, I'm 90% 5% vegan, whatever. I try to stay flexible because I love desserts. Anyways, you can use a puff pastry as a pizza, as like a flatbread base, but it tastes so good. You can even put sweet things in it like sliced apples. You can make desserts from the puff pastry, or you can even put in some chopped mushrooms. You can make whatever you want. You can get really creative with this puff pastry. Oh yes, let me not forget. So in my freezer, I have 7 boxes by Dr. Praeger's. I think I'm pronouncing that right, but I have the super greens, I have the mushroom risotto, I have the California style burger because I love these patties. Now you can make your own patties if you want, but I love the taste of these. They're just seasoned perfectly. And of course I put the oven on broil and I'll cook them for about 9 minutes or so, and they're nice and crispy on the edges and nice and like soft and just perfect to eat either by themselves, or you can make a sandwich out of it, but a lot of times I eat them by themselves. Alright guys, well that's everything I want to share with you that I eat when I feel like I'm being clean and I want my skin to look good and I want to have energy and clarity and be focused and just I want my life to be easier, and I'm less emotional when I'm eating vegan. Basically everything is energy. And this may sound far-fetched and crazy to some of you guys, but you can take on energy from anything that you eat. So let's say that you eat an animal that was in a distressed environment when it's being murdered, killed, whatever, for food. You can internalize the stress that they were going through because energy is neither created or destroyed. Do what you want with the information, but that's just a little something that I picked up on my journey from being vegan. I always try to do mind over matter and overcome it, but I've noticed when I don't eat plant-based and I go off my diet, I can't handle things like I normally can. When I'm eating plant-based, I'm just gliding through life, and if something happens, like a hiccup or whatever, I'm over it really quick and really soon. But when I'm eating off my diet and I'm eating maybe processed foods or whatever it is that's not necessarily 100% vegan, I'm more stressed out, I'm worried, I have a little more fear when it comes to any subject in my life, and that's just speaking honestly from my heart and my own personal experience. Of course, everybody's journey is different, but I just want to share with you guys why I am very passionate about tuning into your body and listening to your body, because even I will get eczema or I'll get dry skin when I eat a lot of white sugar or I eat dairy. For some apparent reason, my skin acts up and it's not smooth like I like it to be. But anyways, listen to your body, guys. Don't listen to anybody but yourselves, and try it out. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you learned anything new in this video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.